Hello, welcome to the channel. Look, it's me and Batwoman. Me and Javicia Leslie. We're joining you today for this bit of news. No, I'm just joking. I just thought I'd leave this image here on any video I do of Batwoman, Batmams, Bitch Mams. Just because it's just a reminder, an epic reminder of how she's going to look in the upcoming Bitch Mam Season 2. So we got some news for you today. Quite an interesting one, actually. So, bet you didn't know. Bet you were wondering what epic villains Batwoman was going to face off against, weren't you? Bet you were like, oh, how many? What sort of epic villains are they going to have? Are they going to have, I don't know, oppression and I don't know the democracy? Maybe it'll be fascism. I don't know, because obviously BLM, Antifa, you know, all that kind of nonsense all rolls into one, doesn't it? I wonder if they'll do any of that. Anyway, it's not. No, they've cast Victor Zazz as well in the movie. The movie in the series. Sorry, movie. God damn, they're never going to make this a movie, are they? Well, side note, do you think they ever will? I don't think they will now. So yeah, they've cast Victor Zazz in the upcoming series, which I actually think's that's a good villain to have. And then the next villain that they're having is pretty good as well. But why did you? Why are you saving all of the actual villains that Batman and Batwoman has ever had for like season 2 when you're just going to cancel it anyway? I just don't understand. So let's dive into it, right? So Entertainment Weekly is reporting that Alex Morph of Daredevil, Gotham, Mindhunter has joined the cast of Batwoman Season 2 as the classic Batman villain Victor Zazz. He's being described as a charismatic, skilled hitman with high, unpredictable energy, and he proudly carves tally marks onto his skin for every victim he kills. I guess he's charismatic. That does, when you hear, charismatic, you sort of think, yeah, like super bubbly. He's more psychotic than charismatic, isn't he? So it was interesting, to be honest. I do find that to be a very interesting description. And we actually also have what looks to be a brand new synopsis, which we'll get into in a second, just when I cover the next villain. But Morph is the latest actor to tackle the role in live action, following Tim Booth in Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, Anthony Carrigan in Fox's Gotham, and Chris Messina in Cathy Yan's Birds of Prey. He was not very good in that. He was very good psychotic. Didn't seem to be a good Victor Zazz. He had blonde hair, if I remember rightly. Further details are currently unavailable, obviously. And then we've got this one. Amygdala. That's who we've got. Now, I've not been shopping for fish, I can tell you that much. So we'll just move my big dumb face out of the way. This was on Full Circle Cinema. We've got to keep Batwoman there as well. Another member of Batman's Rogues Gallery will reportedly appear in Season 2 of Batwoman, according to insider Daniel Richtman. Now, this one is an interesting one because it's basically the Hulk, but not. And I always think to myself, like, how's this thing not going to just kill Batwoman? Like, seriously? You got to make some epic plot armor to keep her alive there. Seriously. Unreal. Now, created by Alan Grant and Norm Brayfogle, Amygdala? How am I saying that? Amygdala. How do you say that? Debuted in 1992's Batman Shadow of the Bat, number 3, after undergoing surgery to have his amygdala removed. Aaron Heltzinger became mentally unstable with frequent bouts of homicidal rage, and then apparently just became near superhuman strength. Because he had his amygdala removed. What? There are some dumb villains in Batman's rogues gallery. But anyway, he's been a formidable adversary for Batman. Now, Daniel Rickman reports that Batwoman is looking to cast an actor in their 30s to 40s of any ethnicity to play the villain. What doesn't really matter, does it? He's red, so who cares? To play the villain, the series recently cast actor Alex Morph as Victor Zazz, who has frequently worked with Amygdala in the comics. Hey? Oh yeah, Victor Zazz. So it will be interesting to see if they appear together in the show. Season 2 of Batwoman will see Javicia Leslie become the first woman of colour to embody the iconic character. That's actually not true. There has been a black Batwoman before, so that's interesting, isn't it? Look. I think that's lame. Because they're going to be... The problem I see with this, right? The problem with any of the villains anyway is that they've got to have epic plot armor, not just to crack a skull open. You can just imagine picking them up to go snapped in half. See you later, mate. Bye. First black Batwoman dead, snapped in half. Spine being played like a like an accordion. Anyway, so anyway, here's this new synopsis. And this synopsis doesn't mean anything either. This synopsis is lame as hell. Kate Kane never planned to be Gotham's new vigilante, but with Batman missing and the city in despair, Kate has armed herself with a passion for social justice. And an arsenal of high-tech weapons. I did not see any high-tech weapons. Soaring through the shadowed streets of Gotham as Batwoman, at the end of the first season, Crow's commander Jacob Kane has declared a war on Batwoman, forcing everyone around them to choose sides. Meanwhile, Batwoman's arch nemesis, Alice, and sister, is focused on acquiring the one thing that can take down the Bat. She can. She always has been able to. Pulling off her most devious plan yet. Can you, honestly, if you didn't watch the show and you read this, you'd actually think it was like pretty dramatic. It is the most boring show I've seen in a long time. I watched like every episode of that crap. It was terrible. I actually have a Bitch Mam's review playlist here on the channel if you want to have a good laugh. So anyway, continues further and says, plan yet, but with the help of Bruce Wayne's former best friend Tommy Elliott, now terrorizing the city as the villain Hush. Season 2 kicks off with a major game changer that will alter Gotham and the Bat Team forever. Yeah, Kate Kane's gone. As the dust settles, Batwoman has everything working against her, including the recently escaped rogues gallery of villains, and everyone will come to see her in a whole new light. This because she's not the same person. And as you can see here, she looks like she's been like squeezed like a sardine into a pencil sharpener. She looks like an idiot. Anyway, Alice meets her match when she becomes entangled with a dangerous foe from her past who knows exactly how to prey on her vulnerabilities. I guess that's Victor Zazz. As Luke and Mary find their footing as sidekicks, a romance will shake up their dynamic. Is it going to be an interracial lesbian romance by happenstance? Meanwhile, Sophie and Julia's budding relationship will face its first real test and make Sophie... Oh no, they've already got one, haven't they? They already have an interracial lesbian relationship. Will make Sophie question everything she thought she knew to be true. It sounds super lame. Ah, super lame, super lame. It's super lame. Anyway, look, there you go. We're getting Victor Zazz. Is he a good fit? He's a bit baby-faced, isn't he? He is a bit baby-faced. We'll see. We'll see. And then Amygdala is going to be in it. And if he doesn't snap Batwoman in half and play her like an accordion, I'm going to be deeply disappointed. Deeply disappointed. And how does it... Can someone explain to me how taking out his amygdala gives him like superhuman strength? I'd love to hear it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. If you are new here, please do hit subscribe. Please. If you want. Anyway, if you actually want to stay up to date on all of this good stuff and some other videos and things like that. Also, yesterday... You may have noticed I did some smaller bite-sized bits of news. I'm going to be bringing a lot of that to the channel now as well. So I used to do a lot of that, and then I switched it up for more sort of long form content. And you guys really love the long form content, but you guys always you do actually like the bite-sized content as well. So I am going to bring up just, you know, smaller bite-sized bits of news, because there are bits of news dropping here and there. So, you know, I'm going to bring back the smaller bite-sized chunks. So, you know, hit subscribe for that, but also just like a heads up, I guess. And yeah, I'm also making another film, which I'm going to do an announcement video on soon, because we actually start shooting next month. It's a Lovecraft film. But anyway, I've rambled. I just thought I'd do a bit of a PSA there at the end. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.